Apreciados hermanos de Lindsay Chapel Baptist Church, por este medio nos trasladamos hasta Oklahoma para celebrar con ustedes los 40 años del pastor Turner, pastor que ha permanecido en esa iglesia. Pastor Turner, yo creo que usted preferiría que no se hiciera este reconocimiento, pero quiero decirle que hay muchos pastores cristianos alrededor de usted que al darse cuenta, al ver que usted sí ha podido, nosotros también nos motivamos y nos inspiramos para ver que sí se puede permanecer en el camino de Dios sirviéndole aun cuando quisiéramos renunciar. Muchas gracias por decirle no a lo que usted quería dedicarse en la vida. Y muchas gracias por decirle sí a Dios a lo que Él le mandó que usted hiciera, un pastor. Gracias por caminar con Dios y dejarse transformar a su imagen. Gracias por luchar por su familia y levantar un gran testimonio. Gracias por dejarse usar para que personas conocieran el Evangelio. Y hoy hay un grupo de cristianos que están yendo al cielo, y un día muchos cristianos allá en el cielo se le acercarán y le reconocerán diciéndole gracias por haberme dado el Evangelio. Queremos enviarle felicitaciones y un abrazo desde Hermosillo, Sonora, México, de Iglesia Bautista Montesión, donde ustedes tienen parte en nuestro ministerio. Nuestros nombres, Reina Bella y Hermenegildo el Feo. Que Dios los bendiga.
Hello, Lindsay Chapel, and hello, Brother Tim and Miss Deb, and congratulations on 40 years of service there at Lindsay Chapel. I'm often, when we've talked at different times, we've both been amazed that God could use a couple of boys instead to do anything for His kingdom work. But I'm amazed. I thank God that He's chosen both of us and chosen you to be faithful as a pastor for these many years. Brother Tim, I have many special memories, but one stands out, and that was the time that I was serving in Montana, and you were very young in ministry at Lindsay Chapel. But you always had an interest in what I was doing and interest in how God was using me in different areas. And I remember this one time I was able to come back home, and which we didn't get to do that very often. And I came back home thinking that perhaps I'd be able to speak at a church or maybe some churches just to share the ministry and possibly gain some sponsorship. Well, I did. I was asked to speak at two churches, neither of which took up an offering. One, the last I spoke, the treasurer told me that, and jokingly told me, said, I was going to bring a check for you, and I forgot a checkbook, and he laughed about it and everything. But in my heart, I thought, man, I don't know how I'm going to get back home. And I remember you telling me that if I ever needed anything and I didn't tell you, that it would be my own fault. Well, I reluctantly told you about the fact that I needed some money to get home, and I borrowed $250 from you, and you graciously consented and wrote me a check to get me back home. As soon as I got back home, I wrote a check in return for payment for that loan, and for many months I always kept that, thinking that that it was that you'd cash it, but you never did. And when I talked to you about it, you just talked like, well, that's the Lord took care of that. And the Lord is taking care of both of us, brother. He's taking care of our families. And I appreciate you. And that was a special memory to me. And I just want to let you know that as some old Stidham boys, the attitude of trying to help each other has been something, a philosophy that we both have tried to carry out in our ministry. But you've been very faithful there at Lynn's Chapel, and I know you've helped a lot of people, and I appreciate and applaud you for that. and you've laid up some treasures in heaven with that cause. I just, again, congratulate you and just thank you instead for your faithfulness, and just pray that God's rich blessings be upon you in the days to come, and his continued use of you in ministry to serve him. Thank you. God bless you. Mado. Well, I'll see you later, brother. Bye.
Muy buenas tardes, Pastor Tim Turner, Dios le bendiga. Saludos de parte de la familia Pérez. Queremos agradecerle, Pastor, por su influencia, por su testimonio y por su trabajo. Y también felicitarle, Pastor, por todos estos años de pastorado y servicio al Señor. Que Dios le bendiga y le guarde siempre y le siga usando para su honra y su gloria, Pastor. Que Dios le bendiga y saludos de parte de nuestra familia. Felicidades, Pastor. Dios le bendiga.
Hi everybody, my name is James Silberman, and I am very honored to have been asked by Jameson to record a video for a very special pastor on a very special milestone, 40 years of ministry at your guys' church. And when Jameson told me that Pastor Turner had been there for 40 years, of course there's a piece of me that was surprised, right? It's a very rare thing, it's a very special thing for a pastor to plug into and to commit to a single church, to a single body of believers for that long of a period of time. But then I thought about it some more, and when you know Pastor Turner, it really isn't surprising. I've gotten to know Pastor Turner through our mutual work to abolish abortion in Oklahoma and establish equal protection for unborn children. And I've been doing this full time in various capacities for about 8 years now, first with Abolitionists Rising, and then more recently in the office of State Senator Dusty Devers. And so in my years involved in this battle, there are many individuals, many pastors even, who will come and go, who will get excited for a time, will show up to all the events, will be involved. And over time, through whatever it be, political frustrations and just difficulties in achieving the victory in this fight for God's glory, eventually they fall away and they're not involved anymore. And that has not been the case with Pastor Turner. In all my years of fighting this battle in Oklahoma, he has been there on the front lines, at the rallies, at the conferences, calling us up at the Capitol to ask how he can help, who's good and who's bad, and all of these things. And he's just been so faithful to that crucially important mission. And so when you know that about Pastor Turner, it's no surprise that he is committed to you all for this long a period of time. It's a very special thing for your church and just for everyone who knows Pastor Turner. It's a blessing to know him, and so I'm very thankful for him, and I'm sure that you all are even much more thankful for him than I am. And so I just want to say congratulations, Pastor Turner, on your 40 years there, and thank you so much for your faithfulness to that body and to the preborn in Oklahoma. God bless.
Good afternoon, Pastor Turner. We send you greetings from Jimenez, Chihuahua. We were just in Alpine, Texas, and remembered many years ago when God brought you into our life, and your life has blessed us. It's because of you that I have a wife. I stole your piano player. Thank you for letting me take her to Mexico. And because of her and me, we have this wonderful family that God has blessed us with. Your life has been a testimony to me, your faithfulness, your conviction to preach the truth, whether it's popular or not, has been a reminder of what a true servant of God should be. And I look to you as a mentor for my life, and you have certainly been a significant part of our ministry that we've been able to carry on the last 40-something years here in Mexico. So I appreciate your life, I appreciate your dedication, and I appreciate your love for God, and I hope that you have a blessed anniversary and enjoy the celebration that you well deserve for being faithful to that church for these 40 years. That's what God requires in His service, is faithfulness, and you certainly proved that in your life and in the life of your family. thank you for touching our lives, making a difference in my family. God bless you.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah.